Hey, what up guys, AB2 Music here, and today I'm talking about Lil Pump and Smokepurpp. Really sounds like a 2017 video, but whatever, let's just get into it. So recently, Lil Pump has kind of gotten some hype for a song called Moshpit. I feel like this is kind of like the first song Pump has had, and I don't know if it's just like this new generation just finding out about Pump or what's happening. But I will say he has been getting some talk. People saying that they kind of want him to come back. Now, I really think this all started when he dropped a song called All of a Sudden. That's actually the actual name. That's not me fucking it up. It's definitely not like the worst Pump song in the world, but the beat really carries in my opinion. But I will say the beat does fit Pump, and overall, just the producer gets a W for that. It's just weird seeing Pump actually get positively talked about, just because he has been and always will be hip-hop's punching bag. Because most of the time when people bring up Lil Pump, what's probably going to be said next probably isn't the fucking most positive, if we're being honest. Literally the only rapper that's in a category below him for probably like most like shit talked about is probably like Lil Xan. And I'm not even trying to hate, that's just most people's like opinion on him, especially his music. But Pump has always gotten hate, he's always been controversial, so it's nothing really that new. Like, it shows that he can live on even with hate. I feel like not even a few months ago, people were just clowning on him for J. Cole being right with his like 1985 shit. See, like, that's how fast the internet can really flip on you. People started out liking Lil Pump, kind of like his like rise, right? He still did get a lot of hate throughout that time, which to be fair. But at that time, like I said, it was his rise. He obviously has had a lot of success since that. So like basically after Gucci Gang and shit like that, I would say honestly probably after that record with Kanye. After that, it probably started looking kind of downhill for Pump. I made a video on it a while ago. I will put in like the little description or whatever, the top right. But like after that was when basically his whole hype was dead. All his hype was dead in the US. One thing I would say that was smart from Pump is that he changed his music and started working with Latin artists. Obviously none of those records are Gucci Gang numbers. But still, this still was overall just a better career move than if he just stuck with rap. But with the ups, Pump has also had his flops. Like for example, the No Name mixtape or album, whatever it was. I think it was originally called Lil Pump 1.5 because Pump's next project was supposed to be Lil Pump 2. But yeah, that flopped, Twitter clowned it super hard. Now I'm pretty sure this was just a throwaway project from Pump just to kind of get him away from his contract. So now anything Pump releases is just independent. Which where Pump's at, it's not completely a bad idea. He knows his brand really well. He's been dropping consistently, which was a big thing for Pump because his music is not worth waiting for. He was never an album artist. So him being completely independent, like I said, I think that's overall a good move for him. And obviously as we can see, he's doing better than he was doing with the label. Well, as of recently anyway. And I feel like with the song Moshpit, it really is just a Lil Pump song. He definitely has more energy. So I can see why people want to check it out. He has an easy, catchy flow, which sounds like any Lil Pump song. Not even trying to diss it, but like that's just the music he makes. Like I will say, it sounds like an evolved Lil Pump song. It's nothing crazy, but it is an improvement for Lil Pump. Now when I say people like this song, it's not like a hit. It's not like doing crazy numbers, but it's doing pretty good numbers for Pump, and especially him being independent. Also, another thing I want to add about the song, like I said, it's just a Pump song, but at some point, he does kind of sound like Comethazine. And I did see a TikTok where people compare Moshpit to a Zillakami song or a song Zillakami's on. I'm not saying Pump stole it from him, but I do think it's a solid point to bring up. But anyway, now for Smokepurpp. He's hella steps behind Pump with making a comeback wise. So recently, Cole Bennett showed love to him actually at his anniversary show for Lyrical Lemonade. And he let him perform for an actual lit crowd. So that's just overall a W for Smokepurpp if we're being honest. Because he hasn't taken a W in forever. Which, this is kind of a side note, but the set list actually looked pretty dope. It wasn't like anything crazy like I guess there are festivals. But those were all artists that actually played such a huge part in Lyrical Lemonade. But anyway, there has also been a video going around of Smokepurpp going into the crowd trying to punch someone, I guess, because they threw a water bottle at him. Even with that happening, I also say that's a W for Smokepurpp. Because he could have just performed for like a completely dead crowd or something. Could have got hit with that Coi Leray treatment. But they didn't, but they still tried to troll him, of course. Which, that's his own fault. At one point, him and Pump were literally like the biggest trolls. But that's really it for Smokepurpp, he just finally called a W. Now, is this like actual comeback for either of them? For Smokepurpp, not at all. Because he still got to back it up with music. Which, I don't know how many people are going to take his music seriously, like ever. But, this could lead to more people talking positively about Smokepurpp. Which, any of that will help him in general. And Lil Pump is just making music that his fans are liking. which that's good for any rapper. But I feel like just him and Smokepurpp are just always going to be someone that's known from 2017 / like 2018. Just because specifically for Pump, he was just a huge celebrity at that time. He wasn't even like a big rapper, which he kind of was at that time. But just overall celebrity status wise, he was huge just because his look and stuff. Like literally at that time, if anyone ever said a quote unquote like mumble rapper, which I fucking hate saying, but Pump was basically like the poster child for that shit. Even though he didn't really mumble, but that's just what he was labeled as. Pump also has shows going for him, so I can't even discredit him on that. He has one huge song with over 1 billion views. He can do shows just for that song alone, so he's chilling like shows wise. Just overall evolving his sound and his music, I just don't think will happen that much ever. He's just stuck with that 2017-2018 sound whether he likes it or not, and that sound / like image just isn't doing the best anymore. He can definitely build a fan base, he can definitely put out some songs, but I just don't ever see him doing his old numbers. And even if they both did come back, there would still be a lot they would have to do. Especially Smokepurpp, because he's always getting bullied on Twitter, still is. And like I said, they could probably do all that and probably still not be as popular as their prime. And also, one thing I want to add to the end of the video. So everyone shits on Lil Pump, everyone shits on, you know, these rappers, right? Then why do they have so many views? Like, don't cap. Like, I watched the Gucci Gang music video. I watched it twice. The first time I watched it was when it first came out. Second time I watched it was when I looked, I think I searched it up. I don't remember, some shit like that. Basically, I searched up, right? And I saw that bitch had over 1 mil, not even 1 mil. I'm fucking lying. A billion, over 1 billion views. That's when I had to check that shit out again, because I was like, all right, I don't remember it being that good. But anyway, that's just kind of just me just talking shit. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Let me know in the comments if you actually want Lil Pump and Smokepurpp to make a comeback. No judgment over here. Just leave your opinion. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace.